like there for like 3 hours though, and it's just stressing about having an X-ray. I just mentally, I'm drained today just because it's my daughter.
Should we walk over to 7-Eleven and get a quick cookie?
No.
Okay. My daughter had her wisdom teeth taken out.
I need ideas from them.
Yeah.
4 wisdom teeth.
I'm brainstorming for that
20 minutes. No pain.
That's awesome.
I can't explain it. I've never heard of it.
That's awesome.
I'm like, the next time I need surgery, Kate, I'm sending you in because you're the queen of surgery.
No shit. Like what the hell?
In a limited release.
Because I had mine taken out when I was like 28, 29 or something. And 3 of the 4 were fine, but then one of them like broke in the middle of it, and they actually left a piece in there. I had to go back and get them to take it out.
Oh. That's not what you want. That's not what you want.
You pay this all the time, but I want to do this.
What's more than you
Instead of casting for this cost,
you don't get them to later in life either.
It can really vary. To show your wisdom.
Bitch, I'm gonna be dumb for the rest of my
life.
I don't know what the actual scientific.
Is this side on the back side?
The body's weird.
What?
Science don't understand like 100% why we do things.
It's like that thing in our what's it called?
I think by the time you're in your 20s, if you were a wild human, you would destroyed most of your teeth by then. So it's time for new teeth.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, what's the thing also in your body?
The appendix.
The appendix. Thank you, good sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely useless.
No. We just don't know what it's for yet.
I'm just
right? It may be critical. We just don't know. Richard, why do our wisdom teeth grow in our 20s?
Being stranded after a point.
Why? Yeah. Why don't they come in when we're 12?
Fire and then nothing else but on the fuel.
It's one of those things.
There's got to be a biological or some kind of evolutionary advantage.
I like that answer. Just because
you're not going to be a good dad, man. You got to be able to answer these fucking questions.
Let me tell you, as a kid, I never asked that question.
I already have this.
Am I going to have to get them removed? I mean, probably.
Did you get yours pulled?
I did. Yeah.
How was it?
This one's already.
And they put me under with laughing gas, so I felt great for about 4 hours.
Worst experience of my life.
We used to not have to get them pulled. That's something I know about.
He's evolutionarily,
our jaws are smaller than they used to be.
He gives something in the market.
And they used to be stronger because we used to chew like hard nuts and other stuff. We didn't eat soft foods at all as babies, so our jaws used to be way stronger, so they would get bigger. And so the wisdom teeth would grow just fine, but now they keep babies at like really soft food for their whole childhood, so their jaws get weaker. And so when they grow in, they impact their teeth.
Man, we need to go back to traditions.
Yeah, right. Just give your kids some nuts and berries. Mix me with that formula shit. You're gonna eat nuts and you're gonna like it.
Rocks and
peanut allergy, weak. Although if you give kids peanuts as a kid, they're less likely to develop peanut allergies as they get older.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
You don't want peanut allergies, man.
No, you don't. You do not want to deal with that.
Wanting the power of
peanuts are no.
So you see the kids. You ever have kids just give them like a handful of really hard nuts and like finish it, figure it out. What do you mean you don't have any teeth? Weak. You're weak. Here's a rock.
They'll grow back when you're 20.
Go, here's 20. Here's a rock. Do it like your ancestors did.
It's an artifact.
Man up, eat the rock.
So you can't touch this thing normally unless you.
I told Lance it was a wreck, and we know he's coming. He just.
Starscream's idea is that
Where did you go? You're back?
The guy in power.
What'd you get?
Because you take the power.
3D20s? Are they spin down counters or dice?
Yeah.
What's that? Are they spin down counters or dice?
There's an Autobot one. I made sure they weren't.
Yeah, there's Autobot ones. Like.
Good.
Easy one.
Because we got a rule against guys who roll spin down counters at this table.
What bug was
I don't know what that rule is. Let's make a rule. First person that rolls a spin down counter, what's their penalty?
Everybody chunks a D20 out of it.
Butts up. I know, butts up initiation. What happened to that? No, they got butts up in the corner and we throw fucking dice at them.
Let's do it. That's
all right.
Make a handful of D6 and just.
Butts up. Did you ever play that game? Butts up? That was a great game.
We played a game.
We used Brian's massive D20. Oh, they here.
We played a game called Wall Ball. That was kind of like that. You take a tennis ball and you literally throw it against the wall.
If you drop it,
if you dropped it, you had to run to the wall
before someone could hit the ball.
Yeah, and then
that is butts up.
If you interfered, you had to like if you got hit, you were either out. But if you wanted to stay in, you had to go.
Take the butts up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's butts up. That's the game.
We called it Wall Ball.
Because you probably can't call it butts up. It's a little gay.
Yeah. We also were at the Catholic elementary school.
Yeah, Catholic elementary school. They can't
Wall ball.
that stuff. Wall ball. Very appropriate.
You get beamed this close with the tennis ball in your back.
We decided that this is a good time to jump you into the game.
Yeah.
But for you to jump into the game, but for you to play, you have to submit to butts up.
Are we dialing in Rock this week?
I don't call him. I didn't think it worked very well last time, but let's check in with it.
No, I think we should just know.
Text him, ask him if he's.
Your dice bag is a bandana? That's pretty ballsy. That's good. I support that.
Yeah.
I like that dice.
I like the purple one.
Yeah, that's my initiative.
Kai, how are you? Kai, have we confirmed when we are seeing Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles in the theater? Have your parents okayed you to see Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles in the theater?
Is it coming back to the theater?
In like August 4th, like it's soon,
it's a new one.
Kai.
It's a new animated one.
Hey, what are you looking for? What's this? What's going on?
I think it looks alright.
Can Kai go see Teenage Mutant Turtles with us?
This is my favorite D20 I have.
Probably.
Can we eat pizza beforehand at Bellaterra?
Hey, Rock, are you playing? What's the deal?
Cowabunga!
I'll can I just tune in to the point where I'm not able to anymore, and then I'll just drop off the calls. Okay?
Who's this? Whatever you want, man. You want? You go do video?
Oh, you have to work on
All right, I'm putting you next to the DM.
Brock, I feel like I ignored you a lot last week. You did get one of the most important pieces of information, which is that there's a teleportation portal on the roof.
There is?
There is.
Which we know.
You know that Prisoner 13 has installed a fluidic teleportation portal on the roof.
That's how we should get back to where we need to go.
You're not sure where that teleportation circle takes you, but yeah, that's definitely part of the planning process.
Did you get that stuff fixed? Who's this?
How do I get back in touch with
We'll be leaving.
the guys back downstairs?
You can head down to the kitchen, and you know that Top Card is in charge of making dinner tonight for the entire prison. It's his first night as head chef.
Did you get the stuff? Did you get that squared away in the character?
I guess hightailing it out of there is
That's
that
a question I'm
possible?
turning off.
But every we know we still got to play this out, right?
Yeah, you still have to get the key.
So I would suggest I'm heading down there. Imagine everybody else would decide to do, but imagine that all of us eating dinner together to talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
I told my wife that.
But his is not on the system.
Everyone's still kind of getting organized, Rock, so give us just a sec here.
I told my wife how you named Julie Newmar after Julie Newmar, and she immediately goes, "Yeah, she's freaking hot." And I was like, "See, your mom knows she's hot."
Yeah, your mom agrees.
2 out of 2
That don't mean much.
2 out of 2
Ladies are like,
No, she was like, no, she was hot. She's like, Julie Newmar was
so
hot.
look what I did. I got 3 different same style licorices.
Strawberry licorice, but
You
3
can try them all.
different.
The one in the Smucker's jar. I'm trying to up the licorice game in this place.
Yeah, it's been shitty.
I tell you,
I mean, it's not that good.
Twizzlers. And red wine compared to what was last week. What you brought last week, that was a level above. So here, this is Sprouts.
Now you asked about min-maxing.
Yeah, I thought that I walked in, and I was like, I didn't min-max. We all rolled. We all rolled, and we had to use it in order. What are you talking about?
So min-max is a term like grognard that I use pejoratively to describe a style of play that I'm constitutionally allergic to.
Right.
Basically what Cody does. Any character that's got more crunch than story, I'm opposed to.
I see.
I only want personality.
But not too much.
Well, Brian, in my opinion, is giving a little bit too much personality.
Too much personality.
With his ministering to the prisoners in the jail cells, and I think we're going to have to put the stomp down on that.
In a prison type way.
Yeah.
So
It's
they
gonna
got
be,
guys
they got guys that can take
and
care
he's
of
got
you.
the hat going on already.
What has he got?
Gangster type prison hat.
Why is that a gangster prison hat? Oh, his bandana. His bandana orale.
It's a bandana.
No, he has that one. He needs to turn it the other way around for it to be orally.
Not in the front?
Not in the front. The knot needs to be in the front for it to be.
Yeah, no.
That's the gangster one right there. Anywhere.
This is gangster.
The
But not
knot.
straight. It's got to be kind of
Yeah, but I
crooked.
say if the knot is anywhere between this plane.
Non-GI. You're going GI stuff.
Vietnam GI.
Vietnam GI. Not gastrointestinal surgeon. Not a GI
You
specialist.
should be fine, Julie.
So do you understand the min-max critique?
I guess so.
Right, so
my character can't min-max.
there's
No, you're fine.
yeah. You started as a Tabaxi. So first of all, every min-maxer is playing the same race. Alternate human. All of them.
Variant human.
Variant human. Yeah. If you see a variant human, you know you're entering the yellow
You get a
zone.
feat at the first
Right.
level.
Or whatever whyever they're doing it. I don't even know why they're doing it. I just know they do it.
And he doesn't know why they're doing it because he's not a min-maxer.
This is a different one.
Now, do you understand the term grognard?
No.
An equally pejorative term that we use. So it is a term from the Napoleonic War, and it means old soldier. So like people that have been through like 3 campaigns with Napoleon, the new recruits called them grognards, which was like veteran, right? But because D&D comes from wargaming, and all those guys were reenacting like Waterloo every fucking weekend in their basement,
Yeah.
the D&D players mocked them as grognards.
Fun fact, there's a gaming shop very close to where my family lives called Grognard.
Is there really? Do you think they named themselves to celebrate Gygax's horrible history? Where's the Sprouts version?
This is Sprout.
Sprouts version?
It's winning so far.
Is there an order by which we should sample, or should we blind taste?
There's Sprouts. There's this one fancy looking bag.
Willa Wallaby?
Yeah.
Is that Wiley Wallaby or Willy Wallaby?
Grogner. New updates daily. Daily updates on a website. Could you please post on their chat room
really Australian.
1996 called and they want their website back? Please blast the Willy Wee Wallabies. Willa
I think it's Wiley Wallaby.
Wiley Wallaby? Sprouts? Ooh, darker. Darker?
Yeah, it's darker, you can tell because it's dark. This is the...
That was the greatest explanation ever, man. It's darker, you can tell because it's darker.
And then this is the Trader Joe's brand.
Yeah.
Now, Brian's already seems to be voting.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Oh, jeez, it's hard to hold still. And then the other one is just out of a jar. Can you hold up the jar, please?
The jar,
No, I think he's right. I don't think they can charge me yet. I think it's
that's our home
Got
jar.
it.
That's not like what it came in.
if you go back and try and kill somebody.
So that was a legit post about like people were breaking into the game shops and stuff?
I didn't read it.
Stealing the cards.
That's insane.
So wait, what's your favorite so far, Brian?
The one in the jar.
So this is jar,
I like the Wiley Wallaby.
Sprouts.
The jar is Sprouts. You got the Wallaby.
Darkest is the Wallaby.
And then you got the
Trader Joe's is this one.
In order.
Yeah, they're literally the
okay.
same. Like your left is like
You can tell because they're in the order.
they're in order.
No, this was the game shop I went to as a kid.
I'm just fucking with you like the hair.
Oh, that could be me.
That's what I'm saying.
That's weird.
Trouble.
It looks like old. Were you there in August of 2016? Yeah.
I like more of a
It's just
watery flavor, or like a more moisture licorice.
Where is this?
Mount Prospect, Illinois.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like a Jolly Rancher.
Oh, you like Jolly Ranchers.
You know, Jolly Rancher. Because it's got that strawberry flavor, which I associate somehow with Jolly Rancher.
Okay.
But I'm going to give that on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm going to give it a 3.
Oh, wow. What's a Twizzler on that scale?
Twizzlers is 1. Twizzlers uneatable plastic. Now we're going to be following it up with the Willy Wallaby. Willy Wallaby.
Why are Twizzlers more
Wallaby?
plastic than Red Vines?
Red Vine also.
Red Vines are so plasticky. They look like plastic. Twizzlers don't look like plastic.
This one has a weird bounce to it.
Define balance.
Have you tried this
like
one?
it's chewy?
Yeah, he tried it.
Which one's that one?
This is the Willy Wallaby.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is better though.
Come for D&D and get Good Mythical Morning.
Brian, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm placing Willy Wallaby at a 3.5.
So the game shop that I played at as a kid still has Starfleet battles every Sunday night. Or Sunday afternoon.
Yes, I'm ready to go there right now.
Oh, you want to see a picture of the shop?
Is this in Wisconsin?
No, this is in Illinois. No, the shop I go to in Wisconsin is the original TSR game offices. Not the second one, which was in the bigger building, but the first one prior, right after Gary Gygax.
This one lacks flavor. It's much blander than the previous two. I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Wow.
So I go Willy Wallaby at a 3.5.
Not a fan of any licorice.
I mean, do you want more of it? Isn't regular licorice more delicious?
Define regular licorice.
Like black licorice.
There's a game shop.
Black licorice.
Black licorice is pretty good.
Wow, that is a good-looking game shop,
Isn't it, though?
Brian. That is excellent.
A little reminiscent for me, thank you.
How are those windows doing?
Terrible.
So the thing is, in the basement, you walk in straight ahead, there's stairs going down, and that's the game rooms.
Gamers are downstairs.
Yeah, and I remember the Starfleet stuff was on this side, and the Magic cards were first being sold right over there on the side.
That's where the register is, on that side?
Yeah, registers like right on the other side. Like there's stuff they're selling here, but the cash register's like on the other side.
I saw some guy in Canada has the Magic card, the One Ring, and he's gonna sell it. I think about $2 million or something.
It might go over 3. It's going to be crazy.
You selling what?
So they came out with a Lord of the Rings themed Magic set.
Yeah.
And they printed one ring that is in Elvish and it's just special art. Some guy, and he's like a home repair guy or something in Canada. Got this card, and he's going to have a live auction and try to sell it. And it's been like people were offering like 2.2. So when it goes to auction, we'll see how high it goes.
But it sounds like, why are you going to
But if
auction
you
it, but
use
then they
that
offer you millions, and you're like, oh.
ring, Sauron will find you.
Right, well, that's what DM Richard said. Someone has to buy it and burn it. That's what Tolkien would like.
Which one? This one?
You gotta toss it into the.
Yeah,
Is it a spin down counter?
It's a spin down counter.
Okay, watch for it. If he rolls it, it's butts up time.
What the fuck is a spin top count?
It's what we
part of
use to
Magic
count
the
lives
Gathering.
for Magic. It's not supposed to be a die you use to roll for D20s, but I got one in my bag too. I just never use it because it's for Magic.
It's the same thing.
Brian, please.
What?
School a young man.
What did you say?
A spin down counter
is the
is a
same thing as a
D20.
D20.
It's literally 20
So.
sides. It's 20 fucking sides.
You're right. And strictly speaking, just every other number has the same percentage of hitting up as any other number. However, if you look at it, now. There's a difference.
An important difference for
Well, some say important. Now compare it to that one. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's cool, that's cool.
Is that your butts up guy?
That's my butts up die.
That is the butts up guy.
There is a significant difference between those two dice.
Here, look.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah, a size.
No,
so
size
what?
doesn't matter.
Okay, dude.
Is it?
Whatever you said.
Is it the arrangement of the numbers?
It's the arrangement of the numbers. So with a
Because you go
D20,
Opposite
20,
sides
19,
always equal 21 on a D20.
always.
Opposite sides equal 21.
And they're variable on the counter.
But this one literally goes, look.
The same arrangement of numbers.
This one literally goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like you can just. So
So a skilled dice cheater can roll it such that the chance of it landing on this side is greater than the chance of it landing on this side, thus increasing your high roll percentage.
Well, I never knew about that till now.
Right,
And
that's why
if
you
you-
come to the game shop so
Wait.
you don't embarrass yourself in your home game.
And if you roll a dice like you're supposed to, you're not supposed to throw a dice. You're supposed to roll them. It's really that works too.
I
You can
normally
bounce
do.
it. Actually, I like that bounce
I'm gonna do
technique.
that.
I
I'm gonna do
think.
this.
Do you remember DM
you see the
Sid?
bounce
That was excellent. Do you remember DM Sid did a dice check to make sure we didn't have cheater dice?
Yeah.
We should have a dice check.
Oh yeah, he bounced.
She didn't trust us, or she was told that we were untrustworthy. So when we started playing,
right about that.
she had to check our dice. She told this other guy, "Okay, these are elite gamers. So when you she had him cover her table. When you cover my table, you need to be really hard on them." Okay, so this guy Jay shows up, like a high school kid, right? There's sturgeons. We're like crossing a river, right? So it's me and Brian and a bunch of knuckleheads, right? We run across the river. These sturgeons attack. He TPKs the party. Because it's like playing tactical, like hard D&D.
Yeah.
We don't play that.
No, we don't.
And she
not our
told him
game.
that we did, like he didn't know. And yeah, TPK Sturgis crossing a river
My DM on Monday almost had a TPK.
on purpose, like he was going for it.
You know when you're attacking me all the time, are you doing that on purpose?
I am.
So yes.
So in the
R.I.P.
days
Walter.
when Magic was so Dungeons and Dragons players hate anyone who comes into their game shop. And when Magic players first showed up, it was right on the heels of the worst period in Dungeons & Dragons Darkness that we ever had. No, not the chick track, anti-Dungeons & Dragon Christian movement, which was terrible.
What, the
3.5?
No.
movement?
What is chick track?
They're little comic books, Christian comic books, chick tracks. And he had chick tracks about how D&D players were worshiping Satan. And it turned all the moms turned against us, and they were very mean to Gary Gygax.
Yeah, my grandma hated D&D.
Right.
When that
the
happened.
Satanic Panic, they called it.
She was a teacher.
But that wasn't the worst experience we ever had. That was the second worst experience.
What was the worst? Was it like a Magic versus D&D thing?
We lost. Okay, so Magic versus D&D, we put up a good fight and yelled at them for bringing, spin down counters to our tables and how. But it turns out they bring a lot of money into the shop, so we don't bring anything except for cheap licorice sticks, and so we lost in that battle, but we fought. No, it was Magic the Ascension.
Yeah, not a lot of money in D&D.
That game brought all the girls to the shop, and that was it for us. We didn't have a chance.
There's money in D&D, but it's nowhere close to Magic.
I saw.
Yeah,
it was
because
on Prime Day,
Yeah.
all of the D&D books are like $18.
Are you doing it?
No. We already have the books.
Yeah, my wife actually showed me, and I'm like,
Are you on the? Did you successfully get on the
I like my
D&D Beyond?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Already got
We're
that
good?
book. Already got that book.
Okay, well then, if y'all lost against the Magic people over the... What are these called again?
And board gamers own the shops too. You came on Thursday?
Okay, then...
We are rank. We need to reassert our dominance.
No,
gamers.
I like being the chill group.
That's the problem. That's that.
Well, okay, well if you lost the Magic game, then to the spoils goes Victor. I'm using these dice.
Whoever spends the most, man.
Well, the reason Magic does, I know D&D does new campaigns
the Warhammer
and stuff,
kids.
but
The Warhammer
I
kids
know
built their own shops. They were making so much money.
Magic does like however they do whole new sets of shit, and it's like you got to buy it all over again. And fuck that. That's why I don't play Magic.
You'd like Commander, man.
Too much money.
Commander, you just pay once, you get a deck.
Yeah, that's only the way that works. That's a lie. That's a bull-faced lie. 100%.
Okay.
Now you could. I don't know of anyone that does.
Half an hour just making small talk. Can we play the game?
We did make fun of your bandana at one point.
Yeah.
That helped, right?
Hey, what's his character's name?
Color Rex. My name is. I am a nightmare talking, psychopath walking, king of the. You got to do the rap every time from now on.
I don't know the rap.
You don't know the soundtrack to Colors?
I don't know the.
Have you seen the movie Colors?
You should be fine with your character.
It's the first blaxploitation gangster movie, hip hop gangster movie. It's got Ice-T, I think. Ice Cube, maybe. It's Ice Cube versus the Popo.
It's Ice-T.
I think it's Ice Cube. No, there's Ice-T and there's Ice Cube. Ice Cube was in NWA. Ice-T was a solo guy.
No, he was in
Ice-T was in another band?
Yeah, Body Count.
Body Count, but that was after.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
He was in a band, heavy metal rap band. You're gonna love the movie Colors.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna stand up very poorly.
Their hit classic Cop Killer.
Oh yeah, there was protests. There was a lot of protests. Okay, so Adam, Color Rex, where you have a new magic item.
I don't know why it's not.
Say my name right.
Colororis Rex. Colororis.
I mean,
why are you looking at me? You're the DM.
Clitoris Rex. I am the Click Commander.
My name is Captain Click.
Oh my god.
You guys see that movie?
Look at me. I know what's on now.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Yes.
Where he's all, I am the Click Commander. Right into the camera. Like, damn it, Jay.
Wait,
Are you leveling your wizard?
We are level. What level are we?
Oh,
wait, we're level 4?
Yes.
This is their 5th mission, so you should be level 4.
Oh.
Dude, I leveled up. This level 3, I think.
No, I'm level 4.
And you should have a new magic item. Did you get your new magic item?
No. Is it uncommon?
Yeah. So when you completed,
You get anything.
You get your.
You get a wedgie for being a nerd, wizard.
that's bullying.
Yeah, we're pro bully, remember?
Oh, that's right, we're pro bully.
We're definitely pro bully. Oh, I'm pro bully.
I forgot.
I am not anti-bully.
Observation.
Get a weak sauce out of here.
Anyway.
No, you're right.
Oh, so it's not there, right? There's only one you can pick.
Corollas Rex.
Yes.
Corollas Rex. We call you Colors.
For sure.
And you have to say, I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of the jungle, just a gangster
Colors is my
stalking.
gang name.
Yeah. That's your gangster name. So, you got a magic item and a level when you were last on Ravnica. What was your magic item? You should have 2 magic items.
Right.
And then we could have bought one.
Oh yeah.
You guys bought potions. Everyone has 2 healing potions.
I never mentioned it, but I chose my own bag of holding.
So you have 2 bags of holding.
I now have
you could also get a portable hole. Do you know about the portable hole?
I don't know the portable hole. One bag of holding is
Portable hole is rare.
You can have a portable hole and a bag of holding.
What? What's portable hole?
Portable hole is like in Bugs Bunny. It's just a hole, and you put it on things you can reach in. Why is portable hole rare?
People don't know about it.
Is it more powerful? But you can have portable hole.
Pretty awesome.
It actually has no.
Wait, so is it?
no weight limit.
Is it a rare magic item?
Evidently, it's a rare magic item.
It is.
There we go.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
rare.
Very powerful.
You do? Okay.
All right, then I have +2 armor.
You can see the
You had that from before? You had +1 armor.
No, I didn't have to. Give me a second to think about it.
Okay.
You get 2 magic items.
I
You're
didn't
level
see it.
4. You are in the guild. What is your rank in the guild?
User error?
I do all the time.
Like my renown?
Yes.
Kidding.
Let me check that.
You're an IT. I was like, that's all I thought.
My golden vault renown is 3 out of 25.
ID 10T.
3 in the golden vault.
No ID 10T.
Devotion is 14.
14 in devotion. So you're pretty devoted. You're pretty devoted. Where are you in the prison right now?
Right now, I am still dragging away my altar boy.
You're dragging the altar boy back to the hospital.
Yes.
After his administering, curing, and what were you administering? Oh, we'll come back to that. So you're dragging him to the hospital.
The opening of eyes.
Julie Newman.
Numar.
What are your magic items?
Oh, I have the Warhammer of Warning.
Uh-huh.
And I have the headband of intellect.
Do either of them require attunement?
Yes.
Both of them?
No, the headband.
The headband. Okay. While you've been in the prison, your attunement has been weakening and somehow being disrupted. You can't explain it. This was not covered in your first year wizarding school. You thought attunement was like for life.
I was in like a 90-day program.
Yeah.
It was like one of those.
Right. It was the summer program. But yeah, your attunement is weakening. Use the item at your own risk.
What happens to you if the attunement breaks?
You might have to roll on the wild magic table. Brian, do you have access to the wild magic table?
I do.
Okay. Julie Newmar, your golden vault rank? Renowned?
I just got into my character. It's written there.
He's not a sorcerer, but we'll do it anyway.
I think it's...
No, it's because if any of you have attuned magic items, your attunement is somehow being weakened or disrupted while you're in the prison. You can't explain why.
I have a 7.
7 golden vault. And where are you currently in the prison?
I went
Do you need
up
a map?
the stairs.
Do you have a map?
I went up the stairs. I was by the
You were in the
warden's
office.
room.
Yeah. You hadn't entered the office yet, but you were at the door to the warden's
The warden was
office.
going down.
Yes.
I was just got there.
Okay. Brian, swallow the river. What are your 2 magic items?
Oh, I get another one?
Yeah.
My first one I got are boots of
Elven kind.
yeah, and I'm still level 4 though, right?
Yes.
Could it be any magic item?
Correct.
Uncommon. 2 uncommon, and then if you have another one that's not, we bought one. We're allowed to buy one.
But magic items are expensive, man.
Yeah.
Is the oath bow too much? That's very rare.
Are you, Lance, did you seriously get added to the campaign and you have access to all the books and everything? On D&D Beyond?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there were some hiccups, but so Brian fixed them. I gotta see if I had another hiccup and he says it's fixed, so I'm gonna check it out.
Got it.
Moonsicle?
A moonsicle.
Yeah, definitely a moonsicle.
Okay. Does that require attunement?
No.
Let me check.
It's just a moon sword, but it's a sickle.
It's uncommon.
Yeah.
It's just a sword.
Okay.
The silver-bladed sickle glimmers softly with moonlight. While holding this magic weapon, I'm a ranger. I took one class in ranger.
You did?
I did.
But it does require attunement.
I gain a bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. I also gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throws for my ranger spells, which I have none. So this is a pretty useless magic item, but I found it.
But as you're being dragged away from the cells, Brian, the sword starts whispering to you in a language you do not. The sickle. Sickle's a sword, isn't it? I mean, they make it on Blades of Steel or whatever that make the blades show. Forged in Fire. Anything made on Forged in Fire is a sword by definition.
And I'm going willingly. I'm just fighting for, because the priest likes
But while you're getting dragged off, the sword is basically starts like whispering to you.
What's it saying?
You don't speak that language. You're not sure.
What language is it?
I don't know. It sounds like whispering. Where are you in the prison, Snow?
I'm talking to her, about to leave.
You're in the visitor's center.
Yep. Finishing up our conversation about what I need to do to get her to do what she needs to do.
Yeah, a conversation in Thieves' Camp.
Yep. Is in Thieves' Camp.
What are your 2 magic items?
I have a Rapier of Warning and a Cloak of Protection.
Do I have a +1, +2, or +3 moonsicle?
If it's uncommon, I don't know, probably +1. If you paid for it.
Wizard.
And how many golden vault renown points do you have?
8. You said I'm plated.
Nice. Plated. Yeah, plated gold. Good. Glenn, top card. You're up. Where are you in the prison?
Then I have 16 in criminal renown.
I know you do.
Okay, Arcane Tradition.
If I remember correctly,
It says I have one choice.
I ran into the 13th cell, stuffed the caboose, whatever, in her mouth, and then ran out.
I think it was a croquembouche. I believe it was a poison croquembouche.
It was a croquembouche.
Poison croquembouche. What are your magic items?
2
No, I
plus
see.
1.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's weird.
What do you want to choose it? I'll level you
I
up.
did level up.
Well, it's too early to level up, but I was just...
Okay, so you have shoved a poison croquembouche into prisoner 13's mouth.
Right, then she got.
And then she was taken up to meet with the visitor.
And
While
then-
you guys returned to the hospital.
I returned back
And
to the
you are outside the warden's office. The warden is not there right now. You returning to the kitchen.
Yep.
Rock is going to be in the kitchen as well when you get there. So he's going to have come down from the roof, and he's going to describe to you this mystical water tower that's on the roof.
Okay.
He believes it may have teleportation magic.
Roger.
Hold on, we didn't say yes yet.
How many magic items are we supposed to have now?
2 uncommon, but we gave you a rare portable hole. So you have you don't want a portable hole?
I don't want a portable hole.
Alright, you don't have to take a portable hole. No portable hole.
Do you know something that might, am I going to need a portable hole later on? Or did you specifically choose that for me, or just because we mentioned
I knew your love of the bag of holding. The portable hole bag of holding combination is intrinsically evil.
Wait,
and
so the portable
problematic.
hole, it doesn't let me reach through a wall or anything. It just it's like another
dimension.
Okay.
It's like a giant bag of holding, but you have to lay it out on the ground.
I'll take a portable hole actually. So
it's like a hole that you roll out.
It's a 6 foot.
It's like a little rug I
diameter
carry around.
hole.
That's about 6 feet too.
It's like what they use in the movie to stick on the bottom.
Exactly.
Of the
That's what I was thinking. It was like a cartoon hole.
Yeah, except you can't go through walls. Stuff. It's just.
They pick it up and then they put it on the ground and Wile E. Coyote comes in, stops in midair and then falls down.
I want to make
something like that.
A big 6 foot shield and put a portable hole on there.
On one side?
Yeah. Where the arrows come. Aha.
Okay.
Alright, so I have an alchemy jug, a bag of holding, a portable hole.
Okay. Those are perfect magic items for you, man.
All my scores are gonna go way down. Now I'm done.
So you return to the kitchen, Rock is in the kitchen, and you start preparing your first meal for the prison. The guards are going to eat this meal, the prisoners are going to eat the meal. What are you preparing?
The drive if it gets really smart.
Limitless or something like that?
Yeah. That's what just happened right
now. That's such a good movie.
I've only seen bits and pieces. I never actually got.
I mean, it could be like the last meal for the prison. It could be someone's birthday meal. I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Oh man, all my bonuses are like
Ragu.
Ragu? Like that's an Italian sauce is what you're making? What is ragu?
Yeah, it's an Italian sauce. Typically has meat in it.
Italian meat sauce?
It's a soup.
It's a soup?
Sure.
So you're making a ragu. So you begin crafting your ragu. Please give me a cooking
I'm
check.
about to say performance check. Use one of the spin down. I'm
Be careful which die you use.
I'm gonna use these. Can I use my attack bonus?
No. It's a performance check. Or if you could convince me to use something else.
He's close enough. He's almost an adult.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it was for me throwing this dice at you if you messed up.
The Ragu check?
Yeah. Or no, which dice you used to roll? Butts up, but instead of butts up, I'm just
wall ball. Wall ball is the.
Can I use my sleight of hand
still
as
play
a
that?
way of handling?
No, we're talking about I played in elementary
pots and
school.
pans?
So back
Sleight of hand? So you're trying to make some. Are you trying to slip a
wall
Mickey
ball,
into the Ragu?
drilled by
No,
racket or
that's just
tennis
like
balls.
I don't think kids are still
Like, you know,
it was hacky
with
sacks.
the pans
we
where you're
used
going like
Tennis balls and
flip
racket
it up and
balls.
shit and then cutting with
That
the
shit.
knives.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're putting on almost like juggling while you're creating this Ragu.
Alright, hopefully this don't fuck up. Alright.
Yeah, I'll let you use that. That definitely. Give me the roll.
You want more, man.
That's a 2. That's a 2.
That's a 6.
6 on the Ragu.
Fuck this dice.
So the first thing that happens is the meat, which you had envisioned as this like crispy, delicious, flavorful addition to the Ragu. They don't have high quality meat here like you're used to working with.
I don't cook.
Right. And then also as you're slicing the garlic, there's a guy in the corner. He looks like a retired mobster. He has a thin razor blade and he's slowly slicing the garlic with a razor blade. And you come over with your knife and start chopping it, and he just looks his head and just shakes his head at you because you're not making prison garlic like they did in Godfather. So your garlic slicing is terrible, and your meat is bad so far.
It's not my fault. I was giving faulty provisions.
It's not my fault. I'm just a bad
It's
cook.
better for you than Doritos.
That's kind of your responsibility. That's kind of you're supposed to make it delicious. But you still have to make the pasta course and the salad course, so you might be able to redeem yourself with it. And a delicious dessert. So you're cooking in the kitchen. Rock is with you. He tells you that there's this tower upstairs. I don't know. Do you know where? And you kind of you saw them dragging back to the hospital, and you may have seen her going upstairs. Do you know where anyone else is?
That's
about it.
And what's your plan?
I have no plan.
Dinner. You're working on dinner.
I don't care.
Adam, you're up.
Alright. I'm still dragging him back to the...
Okay, you get him back to the hospital.
Alright. Nothing left to do, but I open my portable hole.
You roll out the portable hole.
I take out the alchemy jug.
Yes.
I whisper mayonnaise into it.
Yes.
And I start dumping.
You're just filling the portable hole with mayonnaise.
Yes.
Gallons and gallons of mayonnaise.
Gallons and gallons of mayonnaise.
Yes. As you're doing this, the warden appears. She walks in. You see the warden. I don't know if you've already met the warden. She welcomes you guys. I'm glad you're here. We have a lot of work to do. I hear you're interested in starting some kind of spiritual center.
He puts the Doritos in. This is serious. I know.
Your roommates are seriously lacking in spiritual fulfillment. I walked around. They shunned any sort of effort.
Right. We've tried to show them the way. We've tried to introduce them to the light. Many of them are very resistant. Our method is very... accepting. We allow them to come when they're ready. We try not to force anyone into anything. Now, we're familiar with you and your kind, and your conversion by the sword. And we're not convinced these will be the appropriate tactics for the prison.
So first and foremost, my kind.
The Legion of, as you say, Zoltek is well known in this part of the world for your southern hemispheric barbarianism.
Maybe it's a tabaxi thing.
It's more of a Choltian thing.
Perhaps, if they're not coming, you're rubbing them the wrong way.
Hey!
You're gonna get us thrown off the internet. Really, it's a family show, Brian. Come on. Okay. This is true.
Come on.
What you say is true. We had a spiritual advisor. He was highly recommended. He was a kind of self-help guru trying to get people back on track. Did a lot of homeboy networking kind of things, but the prisoners really didn't take to his style. He was unfortunately murdered. We still haven't caught the guilty one. We know that it was someone that's currently in the prison, though. It might be useful for you to be aware of this and perhaps track down the murderers.
Zoltek will protect me.
Excellent. What kind of plans do you have in mind?
Well, first of all, I see zero spiritual space.
So,
Is there a chapel?
the library, which is also used as a visitor center and to hold meetings of other kinds, is where we do perform generally weekly services, poorly attended.
So there's your first problem. When an inmate wants to get strong, they go to the gym.
We have an outdoor recreation area, small, covered.
When they want to be smart, that's when you go to the library.
We bring a book cart by.
Yeah. But when you want to enlighten them, and show them the way,
right,
you need your own special space for that.
We're more about rehabilitation than enlightenment here.
And what better way to rehabilitate people?
We haven't had much luck.
That is why I've been called.
I'm glad you're here.
By Zoltek!
What? Why is he pouring mayonnaise into a hole? Could you please stop that? It's starting to really disturb me.
Sorry.
Not before I can get the finger in that. Invalid. Nice.
So my altar boy does have a point. If we don't have a specific place for worship, if we don't have a sanctified area of some sort, I don't think your prisoners will be believing enough to be consistently attending. So we can make do with what we have. I think maybe we could set up. I don't think the library would be quite the right place.
It's kind of a multi-purpose room, right? We use it for a variety of functions.
All right. Well, I think right here in the hospital should be fine, especially if I don't see any sick around here, so I don't.
So you'll see it more as are you planning to use shock treatment and other tools to help with the conversion process?
I'm sorry. Are you using shock treatment on your?
We haven't had to apply shock treatment recently, but historically, to control some of the prisoners, we have had to deploy some rather draconian measures.
I'm shocked.
And appalled.
This shocks me.
And in certain circumstances, when all other methods fail,
Mayonnaise.
shock treatment works as a last resort.
And behavior
but I
modification.
feel like you're not giving the spiritual solution.
I'm concerned that you may be right. I'm interested to hear your ideas.
Sanctified space.
So I'm not sure how you're familiar with the prison and its current layout. Do you have any ideas in terms of where that space would be?
We could make the entire prison a temple.
We're not dedicating the prison to Zoltek.
I didn't even know. Is Julie here?
Revel's End is currently a non-denominational space.
And we plan on opening up a non-denominational spiritual center here.
Where?
Do they know I know everything?
No, they don't know that you know everything, or that you can open doors.
You know, non-denominational is technically a denomination.
She'll take you on a tour. If you'd like to follow her, you're familiar with the hospital area, you've seen the prison area. I can show you the yard, and perhaps you can find something there that would suit your purposes?
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Okay, so she starts heading you out towards the yard. You're good? You're standing outside of the warden's jail. He's downstairs, or you're upstairs. You've seen him go downstairs fairly recently.
Is there
Can
anybody
I have one
else
of those
up there?
spaces by the kitchen? I think those are available, right?
He's actually taking you out to the yard. But yes, there's other spaces available.
Is there anybody else up here?
No. You're at the end of a hallway leading to the warden's door. There's a hallway that kind of goes up the same level past the door into what appears to be some kind of audience chamber or something. It's currently empty. It has flags and a boarded up window.
Is the office door open?
It is not.
Okay, so I have seen his keys.
You've seen a very small set of keys on his key ring, like tiny, like children's
not door
lock.
size.
Not door size at all. Like children's little locks, like toy locks. Little tiny keys.
Okay. The door's locked.
Door's locked.
Is there windows?
The door you're standing in front of, there's no obvious windows here. There's a window on the stairwell to your right. There is a room that does have a boarded up window and appears to have curtains in it as well.
Alright, I'm going to send my spider around and they can tell me if there's anybody in there or
send the spider underneath the door?
Oh, I'll go under the door. That's cool.
You also remember that your map of the building allows you to unlock doors for 1 minute.
Thanks.
It's kind of critical when you're in a prison to know that you can do that.
Yeah. I can unlock the office door.
Yes.
Sweet. Unlock.
Okay, so you think the door comes to mind, you see a visual image of the door, you unlock that door, it swings open.
Right.
Your spider's on the ground scurrying in.
What's
office. Inside the office there is a large desk, wooden with metal inlay, like a lot of different metals. Copper, silver, I mean it's got a strange amount of metal in a desk. You've never seen a desk like this. It's wooden framed, but there's a lot of wrapped metal. Behind the desk along the wall, there are hundreds, maybe 200-ish small boxes piled up, like shoebox size.
Okay. And that's it, just the desk and these boxes. Is there any
small table right when you come in, a couple chairs around that table. Like a conference table kind of situation.
I guess is there drawers in the desk?
Let me double check my read of the warden's office. Make sure I'm not missing anything critical. There are parchment, quills, and ink at the ready.
Alright, that's... is there drawers in the desk? Or?
There are 3 drawers on the left-hand side of the desk.
Let's check them out.
Locked?
All locked. Let's check out one of the shoe boxes.
Okay. Shoe boxes, as you approach, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, with my headband gone.
No, the headband's not gone. You can use the headband.
No, I unequipped it.
You unequipped it because you were concerned.
I thought that was the hint I was getting.
Ask Brian what he's going to do with his item that's currently having problems. First chance he gets.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll
We watched John Wick 4.
a D20.
Good.
Yeah, it was really good.
So good.
Roll.
I don't mind it.
You don't like that?
Mission Impossible Marathon started tonight.
Did it? Comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, but we're going to go Sunday.
Okay for Tiny Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible are good. I'm hit or miss with Tom Cruise. Those are the hits.
Brian De Palma, the first one, ridiculous.
They're all good.
Ridiculous.
We watched,
second one, not so good.
I watched John Wick 4 this week.
And?
Yeah, I loved it.
I think
Loved it.
is it 13? You think?
Okay, so you as you approach these boxes, small boxes,
Do I add
boxes,
proficiency to it?
it should your Arcana should be on your character sheet. It should have the adjustments all there.
You should get a decent one.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Brian, can you see his character sheet?
I can.
What's his
I don't know if I'm
Arcana?
doing this right.
I'm bringing it up right here.
Oh, I thought that's the...
Was it a spider? Was it familiar?
No, I think it was nothing.
Is it under skills? Yes. Oh, it's under skills. Arcana, you say? It says 19.
19.
Arcana, roll a dice and add 2.
Yeah.
All right, so you approach this wall of boxes, small boxes. You know, in Harry Potter 1, the wall that leads into Diadem Alley, the bricks that all start sliding around. As you approach, the bricks, the boxes, all start sliding around, and you feel the weave and start moving them, and you open a passageway into what can only be described as a mind vault, a memory vault, a bright white lit room with some kind of strange crystal column, maybe almost like a pedestal in the middle of the room, about 4 feet high. round white room, blaring white, snow blinding white.
And that's just a pedestal in there.
Correct. Clear glass pedestal, crystal.
Okay. Do I know what this thing is? There's no writing or anything. There's no. Is there like water on top of it? Like
nope.
Yeah, it's been hot.
Lots of little boxes. They all kind of moved and shuffled and slid aside.
Yeah.
Passageway, white room.
Yeah. And that's not on here, so it's like a fake
they said last week.
room, like a portable whole room or something.
They've ever recorded in history where they can about. But trouble with
I mean, what happens if I touch the pedestal?
On record.
You walk in and put your hand on the pedestal, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I don't know what to do. What if I think of like a faraway place? Can I like see it or something?
So you come in and you try to use the weave.
Yeah.
You try to like summon some kind of magical transmutation, teleportation, scrying.
Yeah.
Nothing really seems to be going off. No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the one that's left. Oh, there's only one left. Okay. Only one left.
What if I think of a prisoner?
Nothing mystical occurs. No.
Okay. Can I try and talk to somebody? Try to talk to Brian or something.
Do you have message, or do you have any way to?
No, that's.
Oh, you want to go downstairs?
No. Just like think of it.
No telepathic powers are emerging from the room.
Well, this is a letdown. I can go and back to the office. Go to the desk.
Okay, you walk out the door. The boxes all squiggle around and close behind you.
And I can make a. I'm supposed to be able to make a key in my hand with prestidigitation.
Okay.
I try.
You summon a key.
So I saw the keys, so I try to make a key.
Like the tiny keys.
Yeah.
Okay,
the keys that I saw.
Right. So you summon what looks like a little cheap children's toy key. The lock to the desk is a normal sized key.
Oh, okay.
The boxes appear to have small locks on them.
Well, let's look at the box.
Gotcha.
Pick a box.
All right.
Try the key.
You pull a box off. As you remove the box from the pile of boxes, it starts to enlarge.
Oh, jeez.
And now it's like a normal size, actually kind of a large document box.
Okay.
It's heavy. It's full. It's locked.
And I can't, my key doesn't work?
The key you have now is tiny.
Oh.
The lock that was a tiny lock on the box is now a big lock.
Can I take it back into the room?
You approach, you walk into the room.
Put it on the...
You set the box down on the crystal portal. The white walls start to change and transform. They mold into more of kind of like a Cerebro map. So like from the X-Men, right?
Whoa.
So it's like a map of Faerun. There's no lights. It's just the map right now.
Okay.
Map of Faerun?
Faerun, the Earth. The world of the Forgotten Realms.
We're on.
Okay.
Yeah, you may not know that the world is round. This could be new to you.
It's just a map of the world.
Correct. With a box sitting there.
Like a Google map. I can...
Yep, you got it.
This is really great. And there's a whole bunch of these boxes.
There's 250, 200 boxes.
I don't know if this map of the world is useful. I just try another box.
Take that box in, bring another box. Same thing happens. As soon as you lift the box, goes back to white. Bring in another box, set it down. Does the same thing.
It's the same map of the world?
Looks like the same map of the world.
Can I zoom in somewhere?
Mentally, or how are you trying to zoom in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about it, the map doesn't change. You're not getting a strong sense of the weave right now. You lift shut the box. Definitely the map occurs when you set the box down.
Yeah. The only other thing I can do is bust this lock on this thing here, MacGyver style. With